That's the kind of thing you know is straight out of...
I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. We've got a good one on tap today, and there's going to be two quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. It's Manning's Giants going up against Ryan's Falcons. With that, let's get you out to the Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup lined up here between the New York Giants and the Atlanta Falcons. Here's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. They'll begin the drive with Rashad Jennings. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. So here's the starting 11, and the human highlight reel, Odell Beckham Jr., watch out for him.
One of the few guys in the league that gets you and I out of our hotel rooms early to get here for pregame warm-ups and watch him go through his routine. He's absolutely amazing catching the football.
Now Manning throwing on second down. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. On 3rd and long, it's Manning. Caught on the right side by Adams. And down he'll go at the 25. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. They do go for it. It's Manning. And he's got his man, Donnell. Give him 14 on the play. And they're able to move the chains as they convert on 4th and long. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right? Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Sometimes I think even Eli falls into the trap of thinking that Beckham can catch anything. Here it's a throw that he'll wish he could have back because even OBJ wasn't going to be able to get his hands on that one.
Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. They'll come out in the pistol. After the interception, here's Ryan. Wide open receiver complete. 26 yards on the pickup there. And that leads to an Atlanta first down.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
Nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. All right, let's look at the offense. Devontae Freeman, this is a guy that you wanted to talk about, so take it away.
Brandon, have you seen a running back play with such joy as well as such fury? I love the way he runs the football and attacks defenses.
Second down to the offense in search of 6 yards. On second down, Ryan. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Call it a 3-yard gain. And just like that, it's third down. Ryan now to throw on third down. He's got Sanu.
And when you make a free agent acquisition, you really want it to pay off early, don't you? And I think Atlanta did exactly that and got that from Mohamed Sanu.
He had 5 catches for 80 yards and, of course, the touchdown grab as well.
Taking a lot of pressure off of Julio Jones. They needed that running mate for him to create that space that Jones needs to be super effective.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They go play action here on first down. It's caught left side, Tammy. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? It sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. A gain of 3, second down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself.
And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. Matt Ryan, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. Go back to the air here after the up. He'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Courtney Upshaw busting through to get him for a loss of 6. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Snap comes at 1. Manning. And that is incomplete here. He was trying to get it to Rashad Jennings. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. On 3rd and long, it's Manning. Able to find Harris, complete. The 40, 20, 10. Touchdown, Giants. Dwayne Harris, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And that time, he came out of the slot for that big play downfield for the score.
I think what we just saw there, partner, was what we call scheming a guy open. Put him in the slot, know that he has tremendous speed. What you're doing with your other receivers is likely running shorter routes to draw the attention closer to the line of scrimmage, to give him a chance to get downfield and turn it into a one-on-one route, often against the safety. You like your odds when he's running against the safety. His speed usually wins, and it did on that play.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing.
And Freeman lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Giants touchdown. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with a football here as we begin quarter number 2, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. Bullock out now to kick this one away. And here now come the Falcons. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Drops it off for Coleman. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On second down, here's Ryan. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he's brought down. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
On first and 10, it's Ryan. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away, and it's second down. Let's switch gears for a second with a tough league-wide news that obviously many people are talking about. Robert Griffin III, who's had injury struggles in his young career, and he's got another big one to deal with now.
And he battled through them, got another opportunity in Cleveland with head coach Hugh Jackson, became the starter in August in preseason, and in the season opener gets hurt again and goes on IR. So I believe he's eligible to come back after 8 games if his rehab goes well.
Second and 10 now. Ryan on the screen. This is Coleman. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a third down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still ended up with a solid game.
Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It'll be a gain of 4. And that's going to bring up a fourth down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet. Get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. On the keeper, here's Ryan. They'll give him a yard on the play, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down.
4th and 1. I don't think Wild Horses could have dragged that quarterback off the field. He was motioning to go for it from the start. And sure enough, it's the ground game that gets him the first down.
This is Coleman. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. 5 wides in the game, 4 of them to the right side. Now Ryan on 2nd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Now out come the Giants. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. They begin the drive with Jennings on the ground. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. second down to the offense needing 5 yards. Here's Jennings on the toss. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
There are so many times during camp and practice that you get bored as a player doing regular drills. But how about that shed and skate drill right there by the linebacker? You do it each and every day. Get the blocker away and get into the backfield and make a big-time tackle. That's what we just saw.
Defense looking to hold serve one last time here on 3rd and 7. Throwing is Manning on 3rd down. Hitting Donnell here, the tight end right side. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They do go for it. It's Manning. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
Shift together here from the D-line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver, and that'll make it 2nd and 10. Second down following the incompletion. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. Sanu with a grab over the middle. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. They're going to hurry back to the line now. And a really good gain there on the post route. Partner, how do you know to go to that pass?
When you're running the ball effectively and the safety likes to dive up there to try and help tackle, that's when you want to hit him over the top of the post in the area he vacates.
He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there. And it'll be 2nd and 10.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. Ryan. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. So after the INT, it's Manning. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Charles, across the board this past Sunday, just looking league-wide, passing really reigned supreme. You had 8 receivers over 100 yards. Only 1 tailback, though, hit the century mark.
And you know I've been touting the running back renaissance for a while, right? You get tired of me talking about that at lunch, like, okay, enough. And guess what? The passers and the catchers are still ruling the NFL. 8 wide receivers and 1 running back hit the century mark as receivers. And that was on Sunday. Spencer Ware doing that for Kansas City. As the running back, Lamar Miller, the only tailback on the ground, going over 100 yards. So my running back renaissance may have to wait a little while.
Back to the air on second down. It's Manning. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Well, that's the Kickstarter right there. Eli Manning finding his guy, Odell Beckham Jr.
Yeah, it's a deadly combination, isn't it?
It really is, but what really makes it work is just how unflappable Eli is with his demeanor, able to maintain his calm and his poise, because we know OBJ, he can run pretty hot and get excited out there.
Sometimes just one-handed grabs for him.
It doesn't matter what it is. Just throw it up there. He'll go get it.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Manning now on 1st down. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And now a 1st down following that long gain. They'll run it now out of the gun. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They'll run it now out of the gun. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. Now they'll throw it with Manning. And this is caught at the 8. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Odell Beckham in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. And the Falcons now making their way back out onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They begin the drive with Coleman. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the 1st half. They come out here in the eye. They will run again with Coleman. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. Atlanta Atlanta now coming out on the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But
this is
you're going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. 12 yards on the pickup, and it'll be first down Atlanta. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Hey, let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
But I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
Now Ryan on 2nd down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. A look at the offense now here coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. They start the drive with Jennings. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And quickly, they get to the line. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock, and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
So they run it on 2nd down. Now let's see what 3rd down brings here for the offense. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. And they're going to speed things up here.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Into the red zone now. Manning drops it off in the flat to Jennings. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll make it a 2nd down. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Manning to throw on 2nd down. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. To throw is Manning. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Courtney Upshaw in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal. This from 42 yards out. And this one's not close. Not even close. Short and to the right. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So a bit of a weird kick there. That wasn't an overly long attempt, but that never had a chance.
You almost wonder if he might have maybe got that one on the laces because it kind of knuckled on him a bit. And this one winds up in empty possession.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. A left side completion to Jones. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Everything about that play was beautiful. A great corner route where the receiver worked the defensive back inside and then broke back to the outside to the corner. But how about the throw by the quarterback? Anticipation on the break from inside to outside. He threw the football. As the receiver turned around, the ball greeted him.
And now they're in the hurry-up. On second down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Olivier Vernon in there to get him for a loss of 5. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Back now here on EA Sports. Seven yards remaining here on third down. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. On third down, Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. And in a two-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jason Pierre-Paul in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Ryan. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make it third down. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. So they go pass on 3rd and 2. They complete it, but no gain. Should they have tried to run it?
I thought that running the ball in that situation is what they would have done because at worst case scenario, you may bring up a 4th down decision for your team. Instead now, they're not close to the first down.
Again, Ryan. His pass caught at the 4. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. When you throw it this close to the goal line, usually you're thinking touchdown. Here they actually complete it but lose yardage.
When you're this close to the goal line, you have to anticipate that maybe you're going to see a defense that you can make a case that there's 11 in the box. There's just no room. So I'm with you. You've got to find a way to push things downfield a little bit. Any type of space is better than what we just saw there. And that end result, not one that's satisfactory to them. Completed pass brings up a fourth down situation. Do you play analytics on this one? Well, what do your analytics tell you about going for it here? I wonder what they would say.
They tell me you're down by this margin fourth quarter. You're going. Here we go. It's Ryan on fourth down. And that is incomplete. Freeman unable to get free here on fourth and goal. And this Giants defense able to come up with a goal line stand. In tough starting field position here. Shift together here from the D-line. In his own end, in trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose, and the Falcons grab it.
Partner, I know I'm supposed to really describe what happened there. I'm counting on you for this one. That was one weird play.
Well, what I was going to ask you, in these situations, shouldn't these guys just dive on the football around the goal line rather than try to make a heroic return?
That's what they're taught, but sometimes in the heat of battle, sometimes that heroic stuff comes to the front when you really don't need it.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Five wides in the game, 4 of them to the right side. Following the fumble recovery, it's Ryan. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. To throw is Ryan. And he slings one that's incomplete. Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third. It's a 4-receiver look to the right side. Ryan. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. And that'll bring up fourth down.
Third down is the down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. And Robinson with a big catch. That one good for 21 yards. And on fourth and long, somehow they're able to keep the drive going. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Ryan. Now a desperation throw deep. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though. I thought guys that were over 30 weren't supposed to run the football this well in the National Football League. How about that veteran leadership? A big-time run combined with some nice blocking by his offensive line, showing that the ins and outs of being a veteran still has his place in this league. His odometer is not totally turned over yet.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
Manning looking to throw it. Over the middle here to Donnell. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. And quickly, they get to the line. Toss play to Jennings. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They're going to run. It's Jennings. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. On 1st and 10, here's Manning. And here the hook up good to Victor Cruz. And he's brought down after a good gain. 23 yards on the play. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
A really nice read by the offense. They caught the defense not covering the middle of the field, went to the post route, and found the receiver wide open for a nice gain.
Underneath for Jennings. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Well, certainly a tough loss here, but they've got to